every single week, the Cincinnati Bengals post Lap's look, and it's pretty much just Lap looking at a bunch of different things from our last week's game, targeting down on one certain player or one position or group, and today he targeted on T. Higgins, who had 8 targets, 5 catches, 140 yards. Obviously, one of them being like a 70-yard touchdown. But still, I want to go ahead and react to this today, give my thoughts and opinions on everything. So let's go ahead and get right into it, guys.
With Jamar Chase unavailable to the Bengals against the Steelers with an injured shoulder, T. Higgins' role was going to expand. And T. Higgins, he can make plays. And he was targeted 8 times, 5 catches, 140 yards, 28 yards per catch.
Okay, the 28 yards per catch, I feel like that kind of gets messed up with the whole, he did have some big catches this game. I believe he had like a couple 14-yard catches, but the 70-yard catch really boosted up his numbers completely. But yeah, I mean, he still had a great game. Not to take anything away from him. I'm just saying, I think it kind of boosted up his numbers a tad bit.
And of course, the 80-yard touchdown was a thing of beauty. Let's take a look at what T. Higgins did. Pittsburgh Steelers had a lot of injuries at safety. In fact, they were down 4 guys at the safety position. They also had injuries at linebacker, so the middle of the football field was going to be wide open, hopefully, for the Cincinnati Bengals. And the Steelers played a lot of deep zone coverage. And here they're threatening with 5, but they're going to drop another one off and only rush 4 and drop 7. And look at them all drop. I mean, they're dropping deep. There's no way they're going to let them throw the ball over their head.
Especially with how bad our offensive line played in this game. I mean, when they're covering deep like this, so you can't throw it over top of the head, you can't throw the ball down the field, and then you don't have the time to throw the ball, that is just a recipe for disaster. I mean, on this play, you have the underneath route right here. Looks like you have a guy getting open right here. Obviously, at the end of the day, the quarterback only sees so much out of the little helmet he has. I mean, he only has like that much vision, so he can't see everything. And he's going to make his reads and see. But, I mean, that's covered. That is going to be covered. But if he's going to the outside here, actually, wait, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, hold up. How many guys are rushing on this play? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So, I mean, technically speaking, it does look like he would get open if he's going to the left-hand side here. And then you would have to flutter the ball over, but then the safety could probably catch up in time and make a play on the ball. So, again, like I said, and Jake Browning's also not a Joe Burrow quarterback who's played this a million different times, right? So, they did a great defense against us, especially with their banged-up secondary. You got to give them full credit for that.
Dropping deep. There's no way they're going to let them throw the ball over their head. Take a look at how some of this breaks down here. Tight end release after slow blocking consumes this defender. Tyler Boyd's going to run a deep route, consumes both of these defenders. Middle of the football field becomes very, very attractive, and you have a 6'4", 220-pound target right there. Catch, get your shoulder pad squared up the field, get yards after catch. Nice.
Which I will say on that play, just to kind of give a little shout out to offensive line, our line, for the most part, did protect him long enough for this play to set up. But again, this play only sets up if your line blocks long enough. And this game, our offensive line was one of the worst it has been all year. And even on this play, you can see, I mean, obviously, it's a little bit, the play is developing. But, I mean, this long into the play, other than T. Higgins being wide open, he has a check down route, which, again, as Lap said, would have been shut down right there. Jonah Williams is getting beat on the play, and he's going to get right to the quarterback. So he has to throw the ball right now. Like, there's no waiting. Jonah's getting beat. You have to throw the ball. You could step up in the pocket, you could say, but I think then Orlando would be beat. So you have to throw the ball here. Sorry, that's actually, I think that's Volson. That's not Orlando. Orlando's right here. So you have to throw the ball. Obviously, great play, great route, great everything by T. Higgins. But, I mean, that play, our line blocked long enough for him to do that. But throughout this game, our line really didn't give him that much time.
Very, very attractive, and you have a 6'4", 220-pound target right there. Catch, get your shoulder pad squared up the field, get yards after catch. Nice play. Here I think Pittsburgh gets a little tricky for their own good. They have 6 people involved in a pressure package right here. They're going to drop these 2 edge guys off and rush this one. But these 2 edge guys, they're not going to be able to get very deep into coverage. And they both double short receiver right here. T. Higgins is going to run a route, find himself open. Browning puts it right on him. Here a little twist up front. The stunt's picked up well.
And looking back on this play, so obviously, as you know, Lap says, doubles this guy right here. Tyler Boyd is open. This is why, and again, great play by T. Higgins here. But this is why, you know, I think a lot of people, I would say it like this: the Jake Browning haters will sit here and say, "Oh, he's not good. He's not good. He's not good." These are plays he does that, okay, listen, he's not doing this every single play, right? But he's getting better every single game. And to keep your eyes downfield, because he could easily have checked it down to Tyler Boyd here. He could have checked it down to Tyler Boyd, taken that, you know, maybe, 6-7 yards, or actually probably 8 yards here, and just been happy with that. But instead, he's keeping his eyes down the field. He's looking to see who is open, who can I throw the ball to. And here he ends up targeting, on this play, T. Higgins right there in the coverage. Well, I guess, okay, never mind. I take back my point, and that's also not Tyler Boyd. That's Yoshi. Tyler Boyd's over here. Okay. Still, though, he's getting the ball to the playmakers. Okay, I take back my point because I don't know why I thought this was deeper. I thought this route was deeper. But still, again, like I said, to the fact of not just this play, but you look back at the last play, and the more plays he's going to show in a second, he's making reads down the field. He's not just taking the cheesy, or not cheesy, but easy check down options. And honestly, this is a more difficult throw / difficult play because this is wide open with Yoshi across the middle. But again, like I said, that's a good play call overall wise. I know I just exposed myself there because I don't know why, but my brain, I thought that was a deeper route. Okay, I apologize.
After catching this football, look at how quick he pivots and gets upfield. He almost splits those defenders, gets everything he possibly can.
Throw over the middle, caught on the run, an 80-yard touchdown for T. Higgins.
Take a look at this 80-yard touchdown catch. 5 men in a line across the 25-yard line, a picket fence of Pittsburgh Steelers defenders. Safety saying, you're not going to throw the football over our head. So the Bengals say, all right, we'll run a little slant. And actually, he gets a little bit of a matchup. The linebacker is coming underneath the buzz, and he runs the slant mismatch. Can't hang with him in space. Catch it. Terrible angle. Can't come downhill. You got to have a flat angle. T. Higgins can run. Underestimates the ability of him to pick him up and put him down. And he does exactly that.
Literally the same thing that happened to us on the George Pickens route. It's angles. That's why, again, literally the same concept. They ran a slant route on George Pickens, and because of that, DJ Turner was going in George Pickens. He gets bumped off of it because I think Jermaine Pratt was in the way, and then we couldn't get there with Dax Hill. Same thing. It's angles. That's all really football comes down to, especially once players start pressing the line and playing, underneath. Angles is what kills everything. At the end of the day, if you can't catch a guy if he's running diagonal to you. Diagonal to you. You can't catch a guy. So, yeah, no. Great overall play. Same thing they did to us, we did to them.
The house he goes. 80-yard tutty. Big time. As everybody knows, the Cincinnati Bengals have 2 number 1 receivers. Jamar Chase, great player. T. Higgins, great player as well. 6'4", 220 pounds, long arms, great speed. He can run after the catch. He can sink his hips, get in and out of cuts, run any route that you need run. He is a big-time football player, and he showed it against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And I love T. Higgins. I really do. And it sucks because we don't know his future after this year, but hopefully we do end up franchise tagging him and figuring something out. But it is what it is at the end of the day, guys. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, though, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.